What's going on, people? My name is TechSupportSparky. Oh god, I got at the very end there. We're doing some Chamber of Secrets corruptions, which I did a little bit of preliminary for. I think it should corrupt pretty alright. I'm just getting stuff ready on the back end here. We'll get started in about a minute here. We're doing real-time corruptions with the Windows Glitch Harvester .96 is the version number for that. I have a new Odd Brew sort of advertising thing for a plug, which is on screen now. Those are just the 4 streamers we got: Wasabi Tonic, myself, Minister Falcor, and Not Good. We got a Discord if you're interested in that. I'll also throw this up at the end, but just to have something there. Alright, I'll be back in just a minute. Hopefully it makes sense. The background is sort of a star field, which used to look normal, but I used the Vine sauce. No, I used Vine Corrupt on it to. I think I used a logical operator on it, the OR operator, and like, I don't know, corrupted it a bit so it looks kind of corrupted to fit the vibe. Hopefully it looks alright. I don't think everyone's will look like that, just mine. Aha, I don't have a second music queued up. Let's play some... I probably should have the music up. Oh, I'm the baseline. Because I need one more preliminary thing to set up. Okay, I think we're ready. Hopefully my laptop, let me move it back a little bit, has a little bit of background noise, hopefully that's alright. The fans on this thing are loud. And we're doing some dolphin corruptions. There we go. let's do a little bit of preliminary research as per usual to make sure the game corrupts well. And I have two states that I'm in between on corrupting. I'm not sure which one I want to do specifically, so we're going to take a look at both and maybe make a decision while we're going through them. That's why I have two stockpiles available. They're both in the very intro scene because I couldn't find a save state for the game that had either the game finished or at a certain point later in the game. Unfortunately, I'm using the BizHawk emulator, which isn't as popular for... Oh no, I'm using the Dolphin emulator. Anyways, I had trouble finding memory for it in the past, so I wasn't going to search around for it again. But anyways, so this is... I only had one corruption for the stockpile, a lot of tries, and I didn't come up with a whole lot of results. But I think it will corrupt well enough for the stream, hopefully. We'll see. I'm going to lower the stream audio just a little bit to avoid being drowned out. Anyways, I'll keep the music rolling, but this is one of the corruptions we had here. So let me hit play on this. So you can see kind of the car is see-through, and there's a lot of see-through objects as well. Like a lot of see-through objects. Here's an example of the original scene.
Welcome to the burrow, Harry.
And I like the corrupted scene because if you go through this, and we skip through the intro, kind of through the turbo.
Start denoming. I've had it up to here with all of you, except you, of course, Harry. I'm not cross with you.
And this is also an odd one. It looks like everything loads as sort of like a radius around us. But their faces are horrifying. And when I posted a picture that was going live, this is the picture I used with Harry's face. You can see his like tongue. That's so freaking weird. And these guys.
Go on, Harry. Have a go on Dad's magical measurer.
So, as per usual, we're going to use a couple pictures here and there to illustrate what we have. So that's what this would consist of. We can actually just have a gameplay, which is interesting. That's why I like corrupting save states where you actually begin. Well, actually this was the intro cutscene. So it's either this save state here, or it's this one here. So we can decide between the two. I'll show an example of what each one looks like. This first one is going to corrupt in this fashion, so I'm going to corrupt it a couple times now. No car. And no audio. So while this is interesting, and we get a couple interesting like car corruptions, ooh, awful audio corruptions, that might be drowning me out still. I'm gonna lower it a bit more. Let me make sure I wanna hear that. I'm gonna say that's too quiet. Let's turn that back up. I have so much trouble trying to balance audio and get it just right. That's kind of funny. The sun is going through everything.
I've had it up to here with all of you. Except you, of course, Harry. I'm not cross with you.
Intense lens flare. And a lot of these corruptions are going to have these sort of like pulleys off people. Certain engines, certain games just have this type of corruption where every single vertex on the player is going off into infinity. And this is going to definitely be one of those games. Another one was Zelda Wind Waker. That did a ton of these kind of corruptions. Anyways, also, as we can kind of see with...
Come on, Harry. Hit the glass jar with Flipendo.
What is he doing? Oh, is that his head?
Try casting Flipendo at Dad's power testing machine.
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
Okay, sorry, I'm just standing still staring at Fred. Or George. That is his head. That's horrifying.
That's Dad's power testing machine.
Anyway. So, gist of it is like gameplay corruption, so we may corrupt the other end of this as well. So let me load that out of the stockpile.
Welcome to the burrow, Harry.
It's gonna be this one. And let's target the other save state.
Welcome to the burrow, Harry.
Dolphin crash. Ooh, second dolphin crash. Okay. This is where we'd like to corrupt. Let me load a save state, or a stockpile. So this was the other one that I had when I was doing the testing. It was glow in the dark area, which is just some coloration effect, which I kind of liked. He sort of flickers and the background is all blackened out, which looked neat. I don't know, in itself I don't want to keep this as a corruption, but we can definitely make a hybrid corruption out of it by mixing it with something.
Hit the glass jar with Flipendo.
That got the machine from Gamble and Jakes, so we could test the power.
So that's what we're going to do.
Don't worry about getting the shield to the top, Potter. Once you learn some second gear math.
In order to keep this though, I'm trying to think how we can mix two stockpiles together. We can import, I believe, so let's do that.
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
Oh, import doesn't work. Oh, that's great. So, I gotta load the other stockpile. Which is stockpile 2. This one is see-through car. Does this one, this doesn't have the face effect though, so that has to be at the intro cutscene, otherwise we don't see that effect happen. In that case, I'm indifferent towards which one we keep.
Glass jar, Harry.
Right? Like that doesn't load. Okay. Well, let's give this one a try. Let's try corrupting here a little bit. See what we get. If we don't like the results, we can go back to the intro cutscene. This one has more like dark coloration to it. Oh my god. The audio on this hurts my ears. Nope. Ugh. Ron's T-posing. Every once in a while, Harry gets stuck in this like endless jump. Crusty audio. Oh, with that one, I should probably warn, if you're sensitive to flashing lights or loud sounds or bright images or anything of that nature, I recommend not watching the stream, just because with corruptions it's sort of unpredictable whether we get any of those effects, and quite often we do get those effects, especially with games that corrupt like this. So be precautious. Be cautious. There's some corruptions I want to keep, but it just sounds so terrible that I want to move on to it, just like, so I can avoid that effect. Oh, crusty. Some FOV adjustment. Super small area.
That got the machine from Gamble and Jakes.
Where's this light coming from? Oh, it's the end of. Oh, it's the end of his wand. That's kind of cool. Oh. Or maybe it's not.
That got the machine from Gamble and Jakes.
Nope. It's just two walls pressed together. So much bad audio. My ears are starting to burn from it. This also seems to be... Ooh. Cameraman's a little drunk. Seems to be a very crashy game. Let's save this one. I gotta hide the beam window. Can I put this higher? No, I don't want that higher.
The glass jar, Harry.
There we go. Flipendo the glass jar is this giant-headed George. What we're doing right now, in case you're unfamiliar with it, is we're sanitizing the corruption in order to narrow it down to a single memory write, which improves stability, overall visual appearance, and it just narrows down that very specific sort of effect that we're looking for, so we can combine it with other effects or stash keys in order to create a more interesting hybrid corruption. And it takes a little bit of time to sanitize, but the results are definitely worth it. As you can see, most of the visuals, most of like little Terry stretchy things that were going off Harry and all the other characters are now gone. And the game is actually pretty stable at the moment. We're not getting any odd audio. Everyone's heads are a little bit off. You right, Ron? Alright, let's send that to the stash and we'll throw that on the stockpile and call it Big Head. Kind of reminds me of GoldenEye. We can try re-rolling that corruption, so I should probably explain that. So we can actually look at the very specific memory write and value that we're sending to memory in order to create the effect that we're seeing on screen. And for this specific Big Head one, we're seeing that we write to the address 936-0067 within memory, and at that location we set a value C in hexadecimal. I should probably, I feel like I should change the save state, flipendo that, just so they stop talking about it. But if we want to change the value that we sent to that memory address, we can. So let's give that a go. And when we do that, now the, well, it's still C. Let's give that another go. In this case, we send the value 412 in hexadecimal to memory, and the heads are a little bit off now, so now they're a little gigantic. We can further that by attempting to re-roll it over and over again. And possibly we'll get, like, for example, bigger heads in this case. I don't like this one because it's sort of ridiculously huge, but I really like that. Because that's ridiculous. I almost, actually, I do want to get a screenshot of that if I can. Without Ron looking at me. There we go. I'm going to put that in Audra. We can continue re-rolling it. I want to see if they get any small heads, like where their head becomes concave. I don't know if that's possible, but I would like to see it. Unfortunately, I am using the vector engine, which easily put with the vector engine, you can only re-roll values. You can't manually set the values within memory. However, I could utilize the Nightmare engine. Let's actually give that a go because I'm curious. I'm going to do an intensity of 1 at whatever starting address. We're going to use this sort of a template. So I should copy down these values. Let's write this somewhere. How about into Notepad? Yeah, wait, a place I could just copy it straight back. 936-0067 C. I don't know if I need. I think I do need all the zeros there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I got that. Now we create a new Nightmare corruption, which is just specific memory writes to specific source addresses, and we can edit these values. So let's remove like all of these except 1. So invert, remove. I'm going to change the source address to the address that we want. Update that. And I'm going to change the value that we send. And I think this is, if I'm not wrong, in decimal. It is. So that makes things a little bit more difficult because the ones that were sending before were in hexadecimal, so we had to adjust it.
Jar, Harry.
So I don't know what this is in hexadecimal. I need to look that up. Hexadecimal to decimal. That's this value. And we should get the same effect,
Come on, Harry.
if I'm right.
The glass
Well, not exactly the same effect, but we got an interesting effect. We got everyone's heads going on to infinity.
Try eating the glass jar
It's
with
like
the pendo.
pole vaulting. Let's give this value an update. Let's do what? About 6,000. Update corrupt. I don't know what this does. 2,000. So now we're kind of seeing sometimes where the head it was corrupting in the same fashion that the vector engine was corrupting, where we see the big heads, but we have to kind of get lucky with how we type in the values, because sometimes it does this weird head going to infinity thing, and sometimes it does it properly, like that. So guesstimating like this is usually a little difficult, so that's why we use the vector engine. It has very specific values that it sets to memory that knows it would create a good effect and it wouldn't crash the game. Stuff like that. I was just gonna guess a couple more times to see if we get lucky, but I think, yeah, let's leave it like that. So we have big head. I don't think we can get any other effect out of it, other than varying sizes of heads. And we didn't get any concave one, even though I really wanted one. Oh well, maybe we'll get lucky later. Alright, so moving on, we're going to clear our history and start from the top. We need an intensity again. There we go. And this is going to crash because I think I used the wrong engine. I did. I used the nightmare engine. That's what happens when you use the nightmare engine. Don't use the nightmare engine at all. Unless you do a really low intensity and you're feeling lucky. Like, I'm going to try it again here, see if I can actually get it to run. Most of the time, 90% of the time, yeah, I cause it to crash. I cause the glitch harvester to crash, actually. There we go. There's the broken glass I'm used to. Let's feed it a normal corruption. There we go. Got the head thing again. Is that his finger? What is that? Oh, that is his finger. Oh my god. Let's keep it.
Depend on the glass jar, Harry.
I have to run over here and check that his finger is still messed up. Oh, it's not that messed up though. Do I just want to keep that? Yeah, I do. Because I think it's funny. Imagine getting poked with that thing. There we go. Send it to our stash, throw it on the stockpile, and call it Big Finger. Now, for the time being, we're just gonna leave this here. We're not gonna combine it with any other corruption. We'll create hybrid ones in the future once we have a couple components that we want to throw together. For the time being, we're just gonna leave it there. We can also reroll it to see if we can get bigger or smaller fingers. This one I think made his finger skinnier. For the most part though, it doesn't look like it affects it that much, if at all. So we'll leave it like that and move on. Blast again. Do you ever get to come back here? I don't know if you do. And like, try hitting that bell. I don't think you are right. Maybe after you like graduate or whatever. Ooh, what is this? I don't know what this like. No, nope. Stop. It was subtle. I should have. It was warning me. Oh, God, my ears. Also, what's wrong with his fingers? All of them are going in different directions. I kinda want to keep that, but nope, there's the audio again. Okay. Audio is gone now. I'm just gonna save the weird wooden pallet thing. There we go, got that. Send it to the stash. We'll call it Expand Wood. Good, good. Reroll that. And no effect on your reroll. Alright, from the top. Got like a laser show going on. Jesus. Let's keep that. I really like how the audio gets progressively worse. It starts off and it gives you a warning shot before it gets terrible. There's also some neat lighting on the car back there. It's got some light to it. I keep that if I wasn't interested in the laser show. I kind of want to combine this with the glow-in-the-dark Harry one. That I think would look alright. There we go. We'll call it Laser Show. I think it's how you spell laser. Glow-in-the-dark Harry. Let's combine those two together. There we go. Get some sort of like neon effect. We'll call this Late Night Harry. Whoop. Late Night Harry. Throw it at the top of the stockpile. Remove glow-in-the-dark Harry. And remove Laser Show. Unless we want to combine this with something else. I don't think so. I can't think of anything else to combine it with. We're going to move that. And we should have re-rolled it, which I didn't consider. Give that a try. We're also re-rolling the Late Night Harry corruption itself. And I liked one that was right here. I don't know if we're going to keep this, but it looks very neat. Let us remove the unnecessary corruption here. Also, look at that. That's super pretty. So many pretty corruptions. Let's keep this, send it to the stash, turn on the stockpile, and we'll call it Noir for Late Night Harry. Expand wood, big head, big finger. Okay. Anything else we can get out of this? You know, there's some of these that are better than that. Like, this one almost looks better than this because of the glowing characters in the background. But we lose that... Well, do we lose that effect? We do. We lose the nice laser effect because we accidentally deleted that off the stockpile already. Because we forgot to re-roll Late Night Harry. Alright, well, I think that's our loss more than anything. Well, is it though? Here. It's not that bad, because we can, I think, narrow it down, right? No? There it is. Okay. We're going to send that to the stash. Throw that in the stockpile and call it Laser Show. Now that's pulled apart. That's in itself. This one we can also do the same. Towards just this effect? Yeah. Move disabled. No, I gotta send that to the stash. Move disabled, send to stash. Throw on stockpile. This one is Late Night Harry. Put that back at the top. Delete the old one with it combined. Reroll this one until we get an effect we like. Actually, I already had an effect we liked. We could have just taken that one. This one kind of looks neat. I like the red and green, but I still want the other Weasleys to be colored. This one, almost. Almost. Yeah, I guess we gotta reroll on. I was hoping we might get lucky with one of the backtrack ones. Is this so bad? This looks neat, but I want them colored somehow. Not complete silhouettes, though that does look neat. I'm gonna spend way too long on this. Also, what's going on with the car? Can we see inside of it? We can. That's interesting. Ah, I saw a new one. Look at that! Oh, I want to keep that. Ghost characters. See, that's why it's good to go back. You'll get components out of it. Even though you're just spamming the reroll button on one fruitless corruption. I think I should just buckle down with one of these. I want it darker though. This isn't so bad, but it's kind of dull. Okay, this one, they're really ghost characters. You can see through Ron. Yeah, let's just choose this one. Is that better than this? Yeah. Late Night Harry. Throw that one at the top.
Try eating the glass jar with the...
Delete the old one. Now we're going to combine Laser Show with Late Night Harry into, once again, a singular corruption. Did that work? No, it didn't. Huh. D2-1 mix? We don't. How about... I mean, you can kind of see some lasers. A little bit, isn't as intense, but oh well, we'll keep it. Late Night Harry.
Hit the glass jar with Flipendo.
Throw that one there. Remove Laser Show, because... Do we need it? We might throw it on something else. Let's keep it there for now. We can clear out our history and start from the top. So now we'll actually get back to some new corruptions. I want to combine ghost characters with something. We'll find something to mix this with. No comment. Oh, that's one of the gates missing. We could keep that. We can put that on Late Night Harry. Even ghost one. Ooh. Ooh, that's another nice effect I want to keep. Okay, let's send this to the stash once we sanitize it a bit more. Nope. We're gonna send it to the stash now. Corrupt, send to stash. And one of these, I'll even do this. Sanitize blue wheel laser is what I'm gonna put there. And we're gonna continue sanitizing until we get the gates in there. He's also sitting on nothing, I just noticed that. There we go. Single memory right. We'll call this no gate. Combine it with, I believe, Late Night Harry would mix well with this. Yeah. The cool kids don't need a gate to sit on. Remove this one. No gate can also go with ghost characters, I think. Yeah, it can. Ghost characters. And that's enough for no gate. Okay. Now we need to sanitize the blue laser wheel out of this. We're gonna also put that in Late Night Harry. Oh, that does not sanitize well. So I'm randomly disabling 50% of the memory writes that we have here. If I enable everything, with all 246 enabled, we see a corruption on screen. If I cut those in half at random and corrupt it again, we see there's nothing on screen on 50% of the corruption. We check the other 50%, and there's also nothing. So that's worrisome because that means we just have to keep repeating the reroll until we get the effect we're looking for, which could be a lot of extra work when you don't need to work that hard. It just means it's a hybrid corruption of one or multiple, well, two or multiple memory writes. But we'll whittle it down. Okay, cannot deselect this one. Cannot deselect that one. We can deselect that one. Verify. Okay. It has to have these two memory writes. Now we can send it to the stash, call it Blue Laser Show, combine it with Late Night Harry. There we go. That looks nice. Once again, Late Night Harry looks too light to me, but it's alright. Late Night Harry. Remove the old one and just have the new one. There we go. We have two laser things going on. Also, in case we want to keep it, we can combine Blue Laser Show and regular Laser Show together to have just Laser Show. Remove the old one and remove the new one. And we can remove the sanitized one. There we go. Alright. From the top, brand new corruption. I guess we didn't re-roll that one. We could have done that. Affects how the laser looks. Not too interesting. Let's move on. From the top. Ooh, that's a pretty one. There's that sort of see-through corruption that I wanted to keep before, that we had. So let's take that away if we can. Maybe we'll combine that with the ghost one. I'm also hoping the camera snap will go away. So far they seemed hand in hand though. maybe we'll remove it with a reroll. Alright, there we go. Single memory right. Send it to the stash. And I want to, well, we'll throw it on here first. See-through objects. Let's give it a reroll. Some of these are interesting. So this one's like an FOV mishap. Also, the controls are very off on this.
Come on, Harry. Hit the glass jar with Flipendo.
It's like a whole nother dimension. And this one was just thick hair. Which almost crashed the emulator. But nothing quite like this one, and I don't entirely want to keep this one because the controls are so messed up. We'll keep this on here as a maybe. And we'll move on. Everything's sapient. Oh, is that what that wood pallet was? It was just a tree, I think. Maybe. Anyways, there's another tree. I guess we can keep that, since we already have wood pallet. Oh, messed up. Shoot. Alright, single mirror right, throw it on the stash, call it tree wood, combine it with expand wood, we'll call it expand wood still, it's still kind of fitting because it's a tree, remove the old one and remove tree wood. We could have re-rolled that. But yeah, as I expected, it sort of changes the dimension of the tree. No need for that. Alright, moving on from the top. Oh, the floor's kind of messed up. Everything is... Ah, that's weird how the running is. Like, he runs slower in place. But that's because the distance is farther, I think? Or maybe he's just running slower in general, I don't know. Either way, cool looking. Let's try rerolling it. Oh, let's not try rerolling it. Oh, this one, the gate is... Boundary break?
Depend on the glass jar, Harry.
Okay. Let's... I want to sanitize the gate away. Although, not the gate, the wall. Alright, there we go. Send it to the stash. Stockpile. Wall missing. Mix it with... Should we mix it with Late Night Harry? We had the missing gate already. Oh, no matter what, this causes that Oh, that's weird. So wait, this is normal. What? Oh, that's cool. You can see the skybox. Let's get over there. Let me go see the skybox, please. I don't know where it is anymore. Shoot. Based on where you touch, you get teleported out. Oh, there we go. Got outside again. I want to go back. This way. Turn slightly. Turn, Harry. Turn to the right. Well, I don't want to keep this only because of how strange it is. It doesn't fit in the stockpile, but it's cool nonetheless. Let's go this way. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Harry, we'd like you to meet our washing machine.
Really? Already?
Actually, charming it. Now it's anything but charming. This is a good opportunity to practice some dueling.
We're washing the machine, George.
And watch out when the washing machine opens its door, and keep moving around it and cast Repender when the door is open.
What are you talking about, Fred? Oh, there it is. Okay. No, I want to escape. I want to go back outside. Teleport me again, Will.
You can only damage it when the door's open.
Watch out!
Okay. Well, anyway, that was fun. Going back, we're not going to mix wall missing with the other ones just because this effect happens and I don't want the player to be teleported out. Well, would that look neat at night? I don't think it would. No, it doesn't. It's just confusing more than anything. Alright, removing that one. And moving on from... probably should have sanitized it. Or re-roll it. Shoot. Oh. Moving on. Oh, there it is again, too. Oh, no. That was just an inject. Ugh. Got like a recursive HUD up there at the top right. Should we save one of these ones? Where their heads are sounding messed up. Oh, there we go again. Never underestimate the power of Harry's skip. Oh! Run! You're just supposed to be out here?
Let's go, Harry. Hit the glass jar. We need to get on with the denoming.
I just really like boundary breaking. It's a lot of fun. I like looking at these areas. It's better to have a better camera to move around.
End of the glass jar.
Do it. First person camera? Nope. Oh. Alright, moving on. Look at Tiny T-posing Ron. Oh, there he goes. There's so many things going wrong. Look at that tree. Bleeding into existence.
The glass jar with Flipendo.
Why is there traffic going here? Okay. There's a couple things to sanitize here. We once again get this effect where our faces are all messed up, which I absolutely want to keep if possible. Also, Tiny Ron is hilarious. Is he still tiny or was he just tiny a second ago? I can't tell. Let's keep those effects. Tiny Ron. He looks really intimidating. Look at him. funny with the camera.
Glass jar with Flipendo.
Your tongue doesn't move when you talk. He's a fake. Alright, there's our single memory, right? Send it to the stash. Throw it on the stockpile. We'll call it see-through. This one looks neat. I like this. The tree isn't messed up anymore, I don't think. Nope.
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
What is up with that? Oh, it's a pinwheel. There's Harry. In the flesh. Does he have eyes? No, they're just sockets.
Flipendo the glass jar, Harry.
God. You guys okay? No.
Come on, Harry. Hit the glass jar with Flipendo.
Is his finger still messed up? I swear that's not part of this corruption. Is his finger just always messed up? Maybe it's like stuck in the gate or something.
Try casting Flipendo at Dad's power testing machine.
Okay, let's do it. Wherever it is. Is it there? Where's the power testing machine?
Flipendo.
There it is.
Dad got the machine from Gamble and Japes, so we could test the power of our...
That's great. Okay, well anyways, let's keep this. I want to see...
That was truly smashing, Harry.
When you're ready,
Uh.
we'll meet you.
Does this mix well with ghost characters? So these two together? Not really.
Go on, Harry. Have a go on Dad's magical...
Is this mixed with anything else? Late Night Harry probably doesn't mix too well. No, that's just creepy. Lisa Show Noir. No, I think we'll keep See-Through as its own corruption, and we'll build on top of it. Yeah, that's my plan with it. So we'll move it, like, up. So far, the ones that we have are just working corruptions that we're trying to put together. Is Late Night Harry, See-Through, Big Head. Oh my god! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Let's
No!
go, Harry. Hit the glass jar. We need to get on with the denoming. That's Dad's power testing machine. Try casting Flipendo at it.
Eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
Okay, what else? Big Head. Ugh. God, should I keep that? It does improve on the Big Head. Horrifyingly.
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
I don't know. Or just have see-through. I think we combine it. Big Head is funny in itself, this one. I'm mixing something together. Big Head, see-through, combine. This one here. We'll call it Scary Big Head. I hate it because it's still the same corruption, essentially. I don't like putting them together like that. And I want to keep Big Head in itself because this is kind of funny.
The glass jar, Harry.
You ever get that feeling you get looked at? And then see-through without Big Head is just see-through. These are 4 very similar corruptions, but oh well. Big Finger, I don't think we're going to keep this. I think we're going to remove this. Because it's just that. That's all it is. And it seems like with a lot of other corruptions, his finger is still broken. Like, did I accidentally... I think that's existed in every... Here, wait. Let's go through this. I might have just accidentally save stated it when I wasn't supposed to. Kind of funny, though. Yeah, it's still, like, doing that. I don't know if that can't have been on production or anything like that, right? I don't know what I did wrong. I don't want to reboot core.
Come on, Harry. Hit the glass jar.
Okay. What was this maybe again? Oh, so we can remove this maybe now. We don't need that. Ghost character's still alone, laser show. Alright, moving on from the top. Start brand new corruption. We didn't try doing see-through rerolls. Let's get that again. That didn't seem to have any effect, really. I was hoping it would affect draw distance, but it doesn't look like it does. Alright, from the top. It did look like in this one, yeah, the car is a little bit off. Even though it sounds terrible, we're going to sanitize it right away. There we go. Now the sound's back, but the car is like crashed into the gate a little bit, which is neat, so let's try to keep that. Alright, there we go. Single memory right. Throw it on the stash. Call it Crash Car. Combine it with Big Head. No. Combine it with Late Night. That kind of looks nice. I like that. Car's right there. Get a better look at it. Let's combine those. What I'm really drawing in Late Night Harry is just kind of a nicer scene. No other purpose other than that. I guess see-through could have a closer car. Oh no, it doesn't affect it. Noir we don't really have a use for either, unfortunately. Let's remove Big Finger. We don't need that. Because it's permanent, as we already know. These two don't mix. Okay. Crash Car, I guess we can get rid of. We just put it with Late Night Harry. That's why we can't put anything else. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, we could just do Big Head, just for the hell of it. Alright, moving on from the top. Coloration to the car. Last one, I almost want to keep that laser effect, but we're going to leave it be. No, we're going to take it. It sounds so bad. There it is, okay. I don't think I want to put this on Late Night Harry, but I do want to put it on Laser Show, which we're going to use as a conglomerate of all the laser effects we get. There we go. Set it to our stash. New laser effects. Doesn't matter what the name is because we're going to combine it right away. Oh, they don't combine. Man, probably the same memory, right? In that case, can we combine it with Late Night Harry? Not really. Okay, so remove that one. Oh, but look at it like that. Man, that looks nice. Oh, and it follows you? Man. Can we put this with Noir? No, because Noir is caused by that effect, I think, by the laser effect. It almost makes me want to remove the one that's causing this to fail. Which is this one. Send this to the stash. Can we combine this with this? Yeah, that creates the effect we're looking for. We're missing some of the other effects though, so let's maybe on the stash clean up this one a little bit. So I believe it's that effect we don't want, but we do want everything else. Yeah, send that to the stash. Remove that excess one. Oh, remove that excess one. Send the stash. Combine with this. That just kind of gets in the way though, doesn't it? It does. I hate to admit it. Alright, we'll keep our existing effect. What I do want to do though is now I don't know if this works. What? Oh, it's supposed to be nighttime, I thought. There it is. If I send this to the stash and I re-roll this, I know it will affect everything else, but does it change all these values is my question. I don't know the answer to that, so I'm going to open up Paint and compare the two. And re-roll this again, open it up. It does, it re-rolls all values in them, even if they're disabled, unfortunately, so that's not what I want. So Late Night Harry stays. I don't know if I can do about it. This effect in itself, the new laser effect. Well, we can at least get... No, we can't get a nighttime effect, can we? Okay. Send this as playing in the dark with lights. And we'll decide between that and Late Night Harry. We can remove these two. And this one. Okay. Playing in the dark with lights. And Late Night Harry. Makes me wonder if we even want Late Night Harry, because there's not a lot of different effects in this one that exist in this one. Let's remove this, even though it's been a lot of work. I just like this one. Then we got Big Head, all the other ones. Yeah, we know where we're at. Okay. from the top. I've been curious to keep one of these FOV ones, but usually they're not that interesting, and you can only play them for like a sec before getting sick. So we'll leave that out for the time being. Same goes with this. Let's mess with the starting address a bit. You look like a porcupine. Bring the starting address back way down. Maybe too high of an intensity. This is sort of in system function territory, and so far I've seen that this game crashes kind of a lot if you corrupt it too much. There's a crash. Oh, OBS, there we go. And immediately there's a second crash, right when OBS captured it. Oh wow, what is this world? So it is an upside down world, but our head is also kind of in a weird place. Also, what is Ron's face? Checking the stream to take a look at that. Oh, I think I just missed it. Let me see your face, Ron. I want to see how messed up it is.
Come on, Harry. Hit the glass jar with Flipendo.
Look at me, Ron. Oh no! His face is so messed up! Oh, I don't think you can see it on the stream because it's slightly cut off. Let me... Can I adjust that? There he is. Oh no! Look at that face! Oh, that's a face only a mother could love. Oh, we gotta save that. I mean, come on.
Let's go, Harry. Hit the glass jar. We need to get on with the deep.
He's just sitting up there. Oh, let's sanitize that a bit. Jesus. This game has one thing. It's horrifying. Corruption's on people. Oh, look at them. Oh. Where are you, Ron? I think that's good. It's probably in that. I just want to fix the camera if I can. I think they still got it. It's still so messed up. Yeah, they're still messed up, too. Oh. I can't tell if it's any worse than just the see-through one we have, though.
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
Where'd you go, Ron? The controls are also backwards, so bear with me while I try to figure out if he looks horrifying. Oh, it's just a pre-rating. Well, it's in this half. In that half. They look like they have bug eyes. Oh, I'm gonna be so angry if these are hand in hand, if I have to have the camera corruption or to have the face corruption. Oh, looks like that might be the case. Yeah, that's so unfortunate, man. You didn't think they'd be one and the same, but send that to the stash. I'm sorry? Code injection sometimes can make you angry. Okay, this fourth had it. Nope, did it? Enable everything. Yes, okay, good. Sometimes you have to re-roll it twice in order to make sure the code is actually there. The corruption effect. See, like in that case, that just confused me. That's the effect we're looking for. Verify, verify. Yep. Send that to the stash. Can we reroll to fix it? Oh, everyone looks really sad. Look. They're all just looking down. Oh, Ron, it's okay. Oh, don't punch your arm away. We're just gonna say everyone is feeling down. That's so sad, actually. Aww.
Try casting Propender at Dad's power testing machine.
Yeah, his head's a little bit off, isn't it? Is that his neck? Oh my god. Jesus.
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
Ron needs a chiropractor. Fred needs a new neck. There's just a lot of problems. Ron's just sad.
Testing machine. Try casting Propender.
He might have gone too far. This is just, it just keeps on giving. What is going on? We have the hair of like an anime character. Our wand is just dribbling magic.
Eating the glass jar with Flipendo. That got the machine from Gamble and Jake. So we test the power of our spare.
That's great, Ron. You guys okay? Your neck's a little long. You can't stop looking up. That's not where your chin is, Fred.
Let's go, Harry. Hit the
Harry Potter's Bayonetta.
to get on with the D-moment.
Oh. What's wrong with your neck, Ron? You're not a giraffe, Ron. Stop it. I gotta keep it. I mean, shoot, it's great. I'll say Harry's Bayonetta because that's a good one. Thank you, Brisby. Also, what's going on, Brisby? Good to see you. Okay, this is what we saw before. We had a horrifying image, which is this one on screen now, which prompted us to start sanitizing. You can kind of see it there.
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
And some of these other guys haven't. If I can kind of get up close. It's hard to control because all the controls are backwards, but there you are. There you are. I see you. God! Right? Let's see. This doesn't have anything. You still feeling down, Ron? Yeah, you are. It's weird. We either have people who are sad, Bayonetta anime character Harry, or disturbing, horrifying creatures that belong in Silent Hill. Or Resident Evil 2 Remake, there you go. I haven't played that yet, I gotta play it. Man. I think I'm gonna play the original first, on stream or something like that. That'll get me excited about the remake. I still am excited about the remake, but I gotta replay the original to get back into it. Well, I don't think we're gonna get the horrifying creatures. We do have a good one so far, and Brisby, you're gonna like this one. So, see-through was a corruption that we ran into a couple times, where we can kind of see through the characters' mouths a little bit and their face. So you can kind of see like Harry's tongue there. You go take a closer look at Ron if he starts running away from us. He kind of has a horrifying face. Oh, well, he's not hiding behind the car. There he is. Durmay looks pretty good. You didn't do the original Resident Evil. And does he have a cavity? Ooh.
Come on, Harry.
I think all of his teeth have cavities. They all look kind of black. Of course, the twins are, they don't have eye sockets. Or they have eye sockets, they don't have eyes. Just the sockets. So that's cool. He puts their nice deal. We also had a secondary one. And this is going to be tricky. I need to do this, then this. Okay. So we also had Big Head, which is, the twins do look much worse. So Big Head is just really big heads, as you can imagine. Look at that face. That's a face that... that once again only a mother could love.
Try casting Pendo and Dad's power testing.
So I thought, what happens if we combine the two, the see-through face one and the big head, and we got scary big head. I'll just give you a second here to see this one. I gotta reload it a couple times. There we go. My camera was a little messed up. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Let's go. Harry, the glass jar.
Big head though? Yeah, NBA Jam. I was thinking of GoldenEye, but totally. I love that that was a recurring like cheat code in mini games because it's gorgeous. But what about this? This is just.
That's Dad's power testing machine. Try casting for Pendo.
That got the machine from Gamble and Jake.
That is the stuff of nightmares. That is the stuff that like when I corrupted
Don't worry about getting shot to the top potter.
Lara Croft's Legends, we got stuff like this in there. It's just bad. We also got a couple other ones like that was see-through. Noir is just a coloration one. This kind of reminds me of The Last of Us. A couple components that we were looking to combine, like the laser show. This one was kind of a neat looking one. Ghost characters, where it's just like certain colors on the characters are highlighted. Very cool looking effect. It looks like what the effect that they apply to the actual ghosts in the
Hit the glass jar with Flip Pendo.
in the castle. Anyways, cool looking effect there. And we just ran into everyone feeling down in Bayonetta. So we got some pretty decent ones. I knew it would corrupt fairly well from the preliminary, but I didn't expect to get results like this at all. Right now we're playing it a little risky, and we're going to have a couple crashes because we're corrupting right at the beginning of the run, right where the system functions usually are. So we're going to get a couple crashes. You may hear that breaking plate sound a lot. Or some. This game has also had very crusty audio. Oh god, bright flashing lights. Oh no, Harry's sinking! No! Oh, there he is. He's okay. Every time he falls, he sinks a little bit further. Oh. At least Ron's here with us. Oh, no, okay. Nope, he ran away. Oh, what you doing there, camera? Trying to correct itself. What is that title? I know the British are supposed to be... Oh. They're supposed to have bad teeth, but they do have teeth. Which part was that? Was that the see-through part or the big head part? That was the see-through part. That was a good one. Oh god, stop! Ah. Okay, there we go. I love this game. I played through it recently, and it was so short. I couldn't believe how short it was. I unfortunately don't have any of my save states for it. Oh, another crash. There we go. Ooh, double crash. That's kind of cool. Get some far distance. Zoom in, zoom out. Don't know what that line is. Looks kind of like a tree. What is this? Is this a road? A hill? Oh, third crash. Okay, we're gonna stop messing around that area. Let's bring the starting address up a little bit. We'll do some more model corruptions. Oh, there's Big Harry again. We haven't actually saved one of these. I don't know if I want to, though. I mean, if you're into the kind of Big Harry thing, there's a place for it. It ain't here. There's that later show again. Lots of little stretchies off the characters. I was curious what would happen if I went really far out with the starting address and corrupted a huge amount. This is just porcupines everywhere. I can't see anything. But I see Ron. I'm gonna screenshot you, Ron. Oh, if I can capture it. There he is.
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
This is just too messy. This is too this is too much. I gotta knock it back. My energy reserve is getting low. Thanks, Solar Keyboard. Now my eyes burn. We're gonna knock down the starting address kind of close to the beginning.
Let's go, Harry. Hit the glass jar. We need
The
to...
moderate intensity. Ugh. What's wrong with Fred? Wait, this one. Nope, you load. Ah, it's not gonna load. He had something going on. Very shaky camera. Harry walking at the screen, hands are off keyboard. Very menacing.
Try eating the glass jar.
He's
with
tired of the
Flipendo.
corruptions. He doesn't want them anymore. Oh, look at that. Really tiny screen at the top left. Still playable? Still playable. If you ever wanted to play Harry Potter on your Apple Watch and or Samsung Galaxy Gear, I got you.
Depend on the glass jar, Harry.
It's so tiny and adorable. Rerolling it, we can adjust that window size. Hey, Wasabi Tonic, what's going on? You wake up from a midday nap? Oh, we got like a blinking Ron. You want to keep that? Oh, let me stop blinking. I posted a couple of images in Oddbrew you may dig, Wasabi. We've had a good couple corruptions from this. Oh, there's another camera on there. You know, streaming still, silly Discord. What's that?
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you mean. Right. We're gonna be wrapping up here in a moment. I just want to see if we can get any last couple ones. I was wondering if you might grab the sea urchin one. It really is, like, let's do a really high intensity, like out here. That's just horrifying. Do it like there. Oh my god. It's just trash. We're in like the barn. There we go. You're okay, Harry. How are you?
Try eating the glass jar with Flipendo.
With the new version of the Windows Glitch Harvester, we can do an intensity to the max, the value, and just blast the corruption with a huge amount. Until the game almost crashes. Yeah, I think I was in the house. Breaking through it. Look at that. That was never achievable before. This intense corruption. Look at the tree over there, that like gold thing. God. It's gorgeous.
Let's go, Harry. Hit the glass jar. We need to get on with the deal.
Alright, back to normal options. Knock the range back, knock the intensity back. Oh, that glass jar is going haywire. Also, walking forward makes Harry walk very slowly backwards. Oh, now he's stuck in a... He hit a puddle. You ever seen those, like, beach shows where they're, like, lifeguards on the beach and they do this really slow running in order to save people? I know there's a very generic named one. I don't remember the name of it, though. Ooh, what is that? Effect on screen. Is that the sun? I think it is. That's supposed to be like a lens flare, but it's like a lens kaleidoscope. Oh. It's even more intense now. Alright. Ooh. There's big heads. He's 1,000 points. It's just chaos. It all is. Beautiful chaos, though. I love when you just destroy the realm. Especially if you get some kind of like pattern out of it. Oh, I've got the most beautiful patterns from doing stuff like that, just randomly blasting it repeatedly. Butter fucking leaves. He looks like he did, didn't he? What was that? Oh, this one he just goes through the house. Wait, we can go in here? What? There he goes. Potter's tired of your shit. He doesn't want to stay at the Weasleys. Oh yeah, it was weird. We got outside. Here's the skybox right here. We're gonna pass it. And then, can we stop ourselves or look back? There's the skybox. We had a good couple of these earlier. I gotta just turn the camera. There it is. Which is a cylinder, which is kinda cool. We made our way around it. I'm not supposed to be in here yet. What? Oh, the audio. Oh my god. It's so loud in my ears. I'm glad I have a compressor on the screen for you guys. Immersion broken. It's not even a real game anymore. It's just tricks. It's all it ever is. It's the house enveloping us. It's kind of big.
Come on, Harry. Hit the glass jar with Flipendo.
There's that really slow, intimidating walk again. I think Harry's getting tired of my shit. Just staring at the camera. Wasabi, while you're here, you should take a look at Scary Big Heads. We had this one, where we had a big head mod mixed with a see-through face mod, and we got faces like this. This is what I put in Audra.
Glass jar, Harry. Flipendo at Dad's power testing machine.
Oh. To make you feel better, we'll just make everyone feel kind of down. Ron's feeling kind of down. It's okay, Ron. Don't worry about it. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to do that. Wait, go back. Everyone's feeling down. Ron, you alright, bud? Oh, Harry's feeling down now. No! What's wrong, Harry? Oh, he's alright. His neck's broken.
Come on, Harry. Hit the glass jar with Flipendo.
And yet he still touches his chin. That is amazing. I don't even know if that is like hand-eye coordination. That's like just good hand movement and knowing where your neck is. He knows his body better than I. Anyways, from the top. Oh, we got a blue car. I kind of want to keep that. Mix it with our other color ones. But, you know, what are we coming up to? Hour and a half. I'm going to call the stream here. Let's do a quick rundown of all the corruptions we got, though. So we got playing in the dark with lights, where Harry's with the cool kids, the Weasleys, playing in the dark with his lights. Before wizards were a thing, this is what you did. We got Big Head, which we saw just a second ago. Everyone's got big heads. They almost look judgmentally at you. We got Scary Big Head, which we just saw. The camera's kind of wonky. Can we set it? There we go. Where the eye sockets are see-through. Laser Potter. Oh yeah. We got the laser show in town. We got see-through, which is those two combined, where everyone has like see-through features. You can see Harry's tongue there. He doesn't move his tongue when he talks. I thought that was a very interesting point. So they put a tongue there, but you don't see him move it. You also don't see Ron's. Is your immersion broken? Because mine is. We have Expand Wood, but I was hoping we would just mess with the trees a little bit more, because there's a tree right there, and this is a tree. More of a component than anything, but we couldn't find anything else to mix it with. We got Noir, which kind of reminded me of like a maybe a Resident Evil 4 fog, or Silent Hill 2, I mean. Fog. Kind of dim and dreary. We got Laser Show, which I was considering mixing with Playing in the Dark with Lights, but they don't mix very well. I think they use each other's components. So instead we just have Laser Show. Laser Paw. Then we have a very interesting one that I was really happy with, which is Ghost Characters, which is a reroll of, I think, See-Through, where only certain colors on the characters are actually highlighted. You can kind of see through his back. I think it's depending on also what direction they're facing is how they're invisible. Anyway, it looks very cool. All the characters have it. I think I'm pretty sure the ghosts in Hogwarts have this effect, and this is just what's being applied to us. Not entirely sure, but just guessing. We have everyone is feeling down, or everyone's feeling down. Just saw that a second ago. Everyone's feeling sad. And lastly, we have Harry is Bayonetta. Excuse me. Or he has that crazy hair. Look at that hair. Swish it around. His wand is just dribbling magic power.
Depend on the glass jar, Harry.
And yeah. I beat it in about 2 sessions. I would say each one was about 3 hours, so 6 hours, but you can probably do it a lot faster than me because I hang around. You can probably do it in 4, maybe 5. And yeah, I would suggest long playing. It was a lot of fun. I missed playing it. This makes me want to go through it again. I would like to corrupt it again outside of the scene, so I would do this scene, go to Hogwarts, and corrupt Hogwarts, and I think that would be about the range of it. Maybe do something on the broomstick, but that would be about my range of corruptions for this game. You could do it in a day, just gotta start early. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could do it absolutely in a day. I always corrupt in, or stream in increments, so I wouldn't be able to do it, but you could. Anyways, we're gonna pause it here. Let's do this. If we'll let us pause it. Nope, we gotta force close it. That's always fun. I'm gonna save the stockpile and delete my other two. This one will be called Harry Potter COT stockpile. And let's pull up some music. What kind of music are you thinking tonight? So let's see. I gotta stop doing Jet Set Radio and Too Mellow. I'll do one of Too Mellow's other tracks. We'll do this one. And we'll keep it kind of low. And we're changing scenes here, so I'm gonna plug at the very end our Discord server. because we have a new screen for it, which is nice. In case anyone hasn't joined it yet that might be checking out this stream in the future, or anyone that's in chat now, we have a Discord server that we got going on, a stream team I should say. Myself, Wasabi Tonic, who's in chat now, Minister Falcor, and Not Good, all of us sort of play together, we enjoy our time together. We have that link down there at the bottom left in case you're interested in checking us out. There we go, that's our shameless plug for the night. Anyways, I'll leave that up there for a moment. And that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed crafting that. Got a stockpile out of it. I'm worried about the state of my stockpiles because I'm using a newer version of the Windows Glitch Harvester. And I don't know the compatibility, either backwards compatibility with the old version of the Windows Glitch Harvester, or forward compatibility with the newest version of the Windows Glitch Harvester that will come out in a couple weeks or so. The release version. I'm using a dev version at the moment, using it to test it out and write bug reports for the writer of it. I'm not sure yet. I definitely have to test out backwards compatibility to make sure that's still possible. We'll see. Either way, thank you for everyone who was able to stop by. Thank you, Brisby, for all the clips. I always love when you clip it, and thank you for stopping by. Wasabi Tonic, good to see you. I'll check out your stream in a couple minutes if you're not on yet. Doesn't look like it, but we'll see you in a little bit here, I'm sure. And let's find someone to host here.
I was raised there. Our greenest in the government still wanna graze there. Wanna ride around shining and start a hedge maze there. But the game industry likes to play and not pay fair. Name is too mellow, tag walls, punch fascists. Recite that motto and see who turns their head the fastest. I conquered some rogue minds, choked on heavy lines, blocked back sunshine, stroked on metal tines. I've lost rap 7 times, brought back several rhymes. Death in the 7th seal, cut you off smacking your prime. Rappers better stay in your lane, cover your one thing. I got the flame, more clever than mother brain. I'm walking through the rain while you flocking. Look at pain to gawking, I see all the same.
And I got someone to host here, so we'll switch over to them in just a moment. They're going to be playing Jalopy, which if you've ever heard of Jalopy, it's sort of like a build your own car kind of game where you, is it a build your own car kind of game? It's not really, it's like it's based on a car that's a jalopy model, and it's about driving in these kind of really rough conditions, and it's a fun game to watch, good to play, good to hear. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm interested in hosting it to check it out. And it's being played by... Now I feel bad, I don't remember his name. It's Pumpkin Pirate, not Pumpkin Pirate, Pumpkin Pirate, who checked us out yesterday, so we'll give him a little love back. And yeah, I'll be I'll be streaming tomorrow, most likely. I'll see you all then. Have a good night.
All we know is we want it right now. Everybody gotta bring their own style. When you want it and don't know how you get it, that's a love passion. All we know is we want it right now. Everybody gotta bring their own style. When you want it and don't know how you get it, that's the love passion. My dating scene is like a self-hating theme. Profiles of procrastinating on getting wedding rings. You must have your own dreams, own goals, and don't cling.